And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house.
Finishing this game in this other league here, Florida State.
The give out of the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Y'all can get a game. Y'all run it.
But it's a thing.
Tell you, you need to join these other leagues, get you some practice.
And you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team.
They got Tennessee open, going.
It's not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage.
I like this one because you can't cause the same play, so it makes you mix it up. That's real good practice.
It's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide open league. So a lot of
look at you can get in this one.
Change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step.
I've seen they've got pretty good teams up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
Ooh, they got Nebraska open.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Speeding down the left side.
Florida and South Carolina too.
Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. On the move. Got room to work. Got the first down and more. Flying down the left side. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Florida State.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Yeah, he just ran a 80-yard touchdown just now. This play of the game.
Excellent job by the
Hey, no.
team. A pretty minimal
Third play of the game, dog. 80 yards. Yeah. I've got some. Yeah, I've got one. That Bland quarterback is. Yeah. They just freshman.
Keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
can't throw.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is
Yeah, they can throw, but it's not.
When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers closer to the line of scrimmage and fire right when the ball snaps. He's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh.
That's what I'm saying. He would be good.
The second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Pringle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Finding open areas. It's a running room. He's loose. He's at the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Using his feet. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and bring it back. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the back. Slithers into space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
Yeah.
Now they've got a little room
Same
to
as
work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
No.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Good
They're
practice.
going to ride this running back. Finding a way to put that foot
Playing one game a week ain't gonna cut it.
37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Yeah, but that Ultimate Team is a whole different than a dynasty.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage
Yeah,
for a
they're
first
giving
down.
control. Yeah.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Castellanos. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end pulled down for the tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Noles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the move. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25.
What are you doing, boy? You tripping.
And Artie, it's completely changed.
Yeah, oh shit.
Now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand
What's
there
that stuff
and
that
watch
numbs
the play.
it?
Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not,
Why'd you go get some of that?
making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
he's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got a chance. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Seminoles are in the hurry up. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. Nazareth.
Oh, a lot of space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's back. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Douglas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State and Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this... It's a fake. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got a little space. Bust through behind his pad. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Calls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to the run to start this second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Noles want to move quickly. Toss to the outside. On the move at the 30. Off to the races. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Florida State. They take the lead with the 6.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. To throw, it's Applewhite. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Finds a little space. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Noles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties will always
It's a deflator, ain't it, running the kickback.
Offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Quick catch on third down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Bowden. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense in press coverage. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Fourth and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. There he goes! He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Makes the catch. It's Pittman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to.
He said we come to recruit you. You did good. Yeah, Boogie. You lucky you got a job.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw. It's Beck. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Seminoles. They put another score on the board as they try to
Florida State with the upset over here. They're going to beat Miami, ranked 19th. Florida State's unranked, 3-1. They're going to go to 4-1. 35-14, minute to go.
So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll try to get outside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.